Hello students, welcome to standard 10 subject mathematics. Chapter number 3, pair of linear equation in two variables. This is lecture number 8 we are now. So in the last lecture number 7, we have started elimination method, and in that we were solving exercise 3.4 is question number 2. We have solved the question number 2. In that first two questions we have solved the problem sums, we have made the equations, pair of linear equations, and solved it. Now remaining 3 more are there in the question number 2, third, fourth and fifth. That also we will see in this lecture, and we will confirm our knowledge about elimination method. So in this, the third number is the sum of digits of a 2-digit number is 9. 2-digit numbers, digits are 2-digit will be, and the sum of 2 digits is 9. Also, 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Find the number. So, two conditions are given about 2-digit number. So for that, if you know that 2-digit numbers, so one will be unit place and the second digit will be of tens place. So let in solution the unit digit is x and the tens digit is y. If unit digit is x, tens digit is y, the number will be 10y plus x. Let's confirm why this happens. You know that for the given numbers, if unit digit is 2 and tens digit is 5, you say this is the number is 52. In number 52, unit digit is 2 and tens digit is 5. So if you know that units place 2, tens place 5, how will you reach up to 52? Mathematically stepwise, how we can get 52 number? So as simple, unit digit is multiplied by 1. Means I have not shown here the multiply with the unit digit, because multiply by 1 will be the same number, and tens digit multiply by 10. So 5 into 10, it will be, the number gives 5 into 10, 50 plus its unit place we have to add 50 plus 2 is 50. Similar way with this example we have gone here. Unit digit is x, so don't multiply, means multiply 1. It will be the same, so I have not shown here. Tens digit is y, so we will multiply that 10. And how to get the number? In tens digit multiply by 10, it will be 10y plus unit digit is added. So this way the number you have in xy form with the units as x and tens as y. Now about new number also here given in the question that reversing the order. The new number also we have to think about. So here we have done that by reversing the order. If you reverse the order, its units will be tens and tens will be unit. So unit digit will be now y, because you are reversing the order. So unit digit will be y and tens digit will be x. So the new number by reversing order will be the same way. Tens digit multiplied by 10. So this time x is multiplied by 10 and unit digit y will be the same. So the new number which is reversing order is 10x plus y. So this is our original number 10y plus x, and this is the new number 10x plus y by reversing the order. This will be have. Now one by one the condition you read. The first condition was sum of digits is 9. So digits are x and y only. So sum of digits means x plus y equals to 9. From the first condition given, the first equation is this. And from the second condition, second equation we will make 9 times this number. 9 times the number is this 10y plus x. It's 9 times means 9 into 10y plus x, 9 times the number is equals to twice the number obtained by reversing order. Twice means 2 times of the number reversing the order. Reversing the order is number this. Its 2 times will be shown here. 2 times 10x plus y. So 9 times this number is equals to twice the new number obtained by reversing order. So this second statement we have made in mathematical term here. the equation. Now simplify this equation. 9 tens are 90y plus 9 into x 9x equals to 2 into 10 20x plus 2 into y 2y. Then take all the terms on the right side. 20x as it is plus 9x on the right minus 9x plus 2y as it is plus 90y on the right, it will be minus 90y equals to, everything is taken on right, so on the left side is 0 remaining, so that 0 remaining we have done. Now 20x minus 9x will give 11x plus 2y and minus 90y will give minus 88y equal to 0. So the whole equation is divisible by 11, so we will divide by 11 to make it simple. So the whole equation is divided by 11, so it will be x minus 11 x are, so 8y equals to 0 divided by 11 is 0 only. So this was the equation number 2 we have, and equation 1 is here we have. Using 1 and 2 by elimination method, we want to get the value of x and y. So what is the first condition? That any one variable's coefficient should be equal. So here x coefficient is 1, x coefficient is 1, so no need of multiplying any number. We can directly do the subtraction or addition and we will get eliminated one variable. So x can be eliminated here with the same coefficient, because to eliminate x and x we have to subtract any one equation from the other. So what we have done, subtracting the equation 2 from 1, that I have done. So one equation number x plus y equals to 9 and the second equation x minus 8y equals to 0 we have taken. If we are subtracting, the sign of second equation will be changed. This plus considered minus, this minus 8 considered plus 8 and equals to 0 as it is. Because 0 will have any sign, no effect will be. So plus x and minus x cancel, plus y and plus 8y plus 9y will be 9 plus 0 will be 9 here. So y equals to 9 upon 9, 9 upon 9 cancel, 1 will be, so y equals to 1. Now this y equals to 1, substituting y equals to 1 in equation 1 or 2 anywhere you can place. I have placed in equation 1. So 1 is x plus y equals to 9, there x plus y is 1 equals to 9 placed. So x equals to 9 minus 1 will be, plus 1 is on the right, minus 1 will be, so 9 minus 1 is 8. So x equals to 8 and y equals to 1. By the elimination method we have two values. So the question is find the number. As we have seen here, the number is 10y plus x. So in this we have to place y and x values and to get the number. So therefore the required number is 10y plus x equals to 10 into y is 1 plus x is 8. So it is 10 ones are 10 plus 8. 10 plus 8 is 18. So this 18 is the required number. So this way, whenever two-digit number about the question is, we have to do this way, we have to get the number. In our course actually it is not there, but if you have three-digit number, at that time you have to consider unit as x, tens as y and hundreds digit as z. So what will be the number? As usual only, unit digit don't multiply or multiply by 1, tens digit multiply by 10 and hundredth digit multiply by 100 and do the sum of all three, you will get the number. So it is just for the knowledge I told you. But in our course only we have two-digit numbers, so we have to go this way in two-digit numbers. We have to find number this way and by reversing order this way. And then whatever the relations are given, relate them and get the equation and solve by any method which is asked in the question. Here elimination method is, so we have done elimination method. We have eliminated x here and we got y, and then with the help of y we got x. So we will move forward to question number 4 now. Meena went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes only. She want to withdraw 2000 and she want to get only rupees 50 notes and rupees 100 notes. Meena got 25 notes in all. Total notes she received 25 notes. Find the number of notes of rupees 50 and rupees 100. So how many notes of rupees 50 she received and how many notes of rupees 100 she received, that we have to find here. So in solution, let the number of notes of rupees 50 be x. Let's see, receive the number of notes which of rupees 50 is x number of notes of rupees 50, and number of notes of rupees 100 be y, and y is the number of notes of rupees 100. So if rupees 50 x notes are there, so this value will be 50 times x, so that is 50x, plus 100 notes are y, so their value will be 100 into y, 100y. So total of these value 50 notes and 100 notes value will be equals to 2000, because we want to withdraw 2000. So that way we have done 50 rupees notes value and 100 rupees notes value, 50x plus 100y equal to 2000. Again, this equation can be divided by 50 to make it simple. So we have divided it by 50. So if you divide the whole equation by 50, this will be x only. This 50 divided by 100 divided by 50 will be 2y only, and 2000 divided by 50 will be 40. So this equation is simplified by dividing 50, and x plus 2y equal to 40. We got equation 1. Now equation number 2, here it is given that Meena got 25 notes total. Total notes she had 25. In that, number of 50 notes x she has, number of notes x of rupees 50, and of rupees 100 y notes she has. So notes are, she is having two types of 50 and of 100. 50 rupees notes total x, 100 rupees notes total y. So x plus y, total number of notes it gives, and then is equal to 25 is given in the question. So it is equal to 25. Equation number 2. Now again the x coefficients are equal here, so we can eliminate the x, subtracting the equation 2 from 1, subtracting here we have done. So if we subtract the second number equation, its sign will be changed. This plus is considered minus, plus is considered minus, plus is considered minus. In the x plus x and minus x eliminated, so plus 2y and minus y will be y, and 40 minus 25 will be 15. So y equal to 15 we get. This y equal to 15 value we will substitute in 1 or 2. Here we are substituting y equal to 15 in equation number 2. I have substituted. So 15 is equation 2 is x plus y equal to 25. So x plus y equal to 15 replace here equal to 25. So x equal to 25 plus 15 on the right minus 15. So x equal to 25 minus 15 is 10. So therefore number of notes of rupees 50 is x, that will be 10, and rupees 100 is y, that is 15. So number of 50 rupees notes are 10, and 100 rupees notes are 50. This way we get answer. Next, fifth question we have in this: a lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day extra thereafter. This is their policy, that for the first 3 days they are taking fixed charge, and after 3 days, how many days you keep the book, they are lending the charge for each extra days. Means from 4th day the charge is there. For first 3 days is fixed charge. So Sarita paid rupees 27 for a book for 7 days she kept. Sarita, she paid 27 rupees for how many days? 7 days she kept the book. While Susie paid rupees 21 for the book for 5 days. And Susie paid rupees 21 for 5 days the same book. Find the fixed charge and for each extra day charge. Both the charge we want to find. Fixed charge also and the charge on the extra days that we want to find. So solution is, let the fixed charge for first 3 days is x. Here the fixed charge is for first 3 days. Let it is x. This is the fixed charge. It will not change. Now and thereafter the charge for each extra day, which 4th day, whatever the charge each day is rupees y. So for the Sarita's case, she kept 7 days total. How many days she kept the book? 7 days. In that, as for the question, for the first 3 days, the charge will be fixed, and the remaining 4 days, the charge will be each day charge. So that's why 7 is divided into two parts. 3 plus 4, because for first 3 days the charge is fixed and the remaining 4 days after that the charge will be variation with the days, each day charge. So for first 3 days the charge is x. So x charge Haritha paid plus remaining 4 days each day she paid y as per we have assumed as per the condition. So x plus 4y, the total charge she paid for the first 3 days x and remaining 4 days 4y, because of 1 day charge is y, each day charge is y. So total 7 days charge she paid x plus 4y, and that is 27 in the question given. So 27, equation number 1. Similar way for Susie, she kept 5 days, the book she kept for 5 days. So 5 is also split into two parts, because in 5 days, first 3 days charge is fixed and the remaining 2 days charge she has to pay as per rupees y. So that way it is done. For first 3 days the charge is x, fixed charge for first 3 days, x plus remaining 2 days charge per day y, so 2y remaining 2 days. So total 5 days total charge given by Susie is x plus 2y, and that is equals to 21. This is also given in the question that we have done. So this way equation 1 and equation 2 we have got by the given conditions in the question. Now again x coefficient are equal in both the equations. So x will be eliminated directly by subtracting any one equation from the other. So what we have done here, subtracting the equation 2 from 1. So from 1, that means one number equation is here, we have written x plus 4y equal to 27, and second number equation we have written down here x plus 2y equal to 21. So here plus x and minus x eliminated, plus 4y and minus 2y will give 2y, plus 27 and minus 21 give 6, 2 will be down to 6 will give y equal to 3. Y equal to 3. Now y equal to 3. Substituting y equal to 3 in equation 1 or 2, any we can place. So we have placed in equation number 2. So it is x plus 2y equal to 21. In that y equal to 3 you have to place. So x plus 2 y equal to 3 equal to 21 as it is. So x equals to 21 as it is. 3 to the 6 plus 6 is taken on the right. It is minus 6. So x equals to 21 minus 6 is 15. So x and y both the value you got. Therefore, the fixed charge, that is x, equals to 15 rupees, and the charge for each extra day, that is y, equals to rupees 3. This way, we got both the charges, fixed charge, and after 3 days, the charges per day also we got. Fixed charge is 15, and after 3 days, per day charges rupees 3. So this type of problem sums, first we are making the equation from them, and by elimination method one variable should be eliminated, that we have done here in each of the sum here. Elimination method we have used. So question 2 we have finished here in the last lecture and this lecture. All 5 questions we solved. So it's question number 1 is remaining. In that directly the equations, pair of linear equations are given. We can solve by elimination method this way only. So it is your homework to complete the exercise 3.1. It's question number 1 you have to complete, because 2 is here we have done in the class. And examples 11, 12 and 13 are also there in the question in the textbook. That also you see the question and the problem sums are there. You make the pair of linear equation like this and solve it by elimination method. So this way the elimination method is over in our course. But only question number 2 I have solved here, 5 questions of this, and the remaining all examples 11, 12, 13 and exercise 3.1 question 1 you have to solve by this method only, elimination method. So your knowledge about this and practice will be enough to solve in elimination method, and you will get confidently, right?